It's Week 12 of the 2022 season. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Bills and the Lions, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one, they know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is now one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays. Anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their fifth-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he's got it down to the 28. Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap, another game with NFC North intrigue. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
Will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
On first down, Brady.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Now Brady again.
Looking for Hutchinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a tradition.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
So after the INT, it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Partner, you got to check this out because while they rightly congregate around the guy who just made the play on field, take a look at the sideline because they all went over to congratulate their punter because they remember it was his kick that set them up so close to the end zone and gave them an opportunity to get the safety that we just saw to add to their lead. That's teamwork right there. Full complimentary football, and they got it done.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Brady. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Chris Godwin
From 17 yards out.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Allen now on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen.
Open man downfield is Davis.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Allen. And incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Going deep for Diggs. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we've passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen to throw it.
He'll get this out wide.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, these guys wanted to get back in this game. They needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Williams.
On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And this is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On play action, it's Brady.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw there complete to Myers.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now an even 30. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen on the right side. This is Austin with a catch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis.
And it's 2nd down. to throw once more.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Allen again. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
One final try here for Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Brady now on 1st down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Down inside the 10.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. Now Brady. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests.
But I think the ball's out.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Left side caught by Diggs. And they got it run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
From midfield, here's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady going to look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Holding, offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Throwing now is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Brady to throw again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Boswell for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time, a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Lions, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.